All right, so maybe a little over a week ago, um, during coincidentally a convention I was going to, Jeremy Steiglitz gave another update on Arc the Animated Series Part 2. I say that very loosely because he didn't really say or show anything new. And, you know, part of me thought that, okay, maybe this is finally the moment he was going to reveal that Part 2 was going to release. The moment that he finally gives a release date. Well, he didn't. I I give up. I truly give up. I truly cannot, for the life of me, just follow this part two anymore. I refuse to almost believe it even exists. And I don't know why Jeremy just keeps jerking our chains and being like, yeah, it's coming out in this year, sometime this summer. And it's now the summer, by the way. Yeah, I don't know. I at this point just can't keep trying to follow updates about this show anymore. I'm just taking the L and cutting my losses and just pretending it doesn't exist, which is really depressing because I had a lot of plans for making videos on Arc the Animated Series, including but not limited to a full review of both parts and over analyzing the best scene in the animated series. And even I asked a former ARC YouTuber who doesn't do ARC content now, but used to do ARC content on if he would be willing to come on like a podcast and possibly we discuss the animated series. But I don't foresee any of that happening now because part two, as far as I'm concerned, doesn't exist. And Jeremy is doing what the second best thing that Jeremy does, which is lie. When he's not delaying stuff over and over, Jeremy just usually lies to people, claiming that this is going to happen or that's going to happen, and it never happens. So, as for what I plan to do for this channel, I mean, here's the thing. I'm not like trying to become a big content creator, so as far as like what I plan on doing on my YouTube channel, I probably will just do general movie reviews. I do want to talk about Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey, and I also want to talk about the possible Apple TV Mistborn movie, which that's still in the script phase, written by the author Brandon Sanderson, but um, that movie, in my opinion, has massive potential. But I'll talk about that in a future video. So yeah, I mean, I feel, I mean, it's kind of depressing when, as someone who saw Arc the Animated Series as a therapy show, just kind of watching the conversation about it, even if it was small to begin with, just fizzle out and die is depressing. And look, if part two does release, then I'll take this video down and do what I originally was going to do and make more Arc the Animated Series content. But until I actually see a release date, and mind you, I've contacted Paramount Plus customer support and tried to see if they knew anything, and they don't. Um, I don't feel like just following Arc the Animated Series any longer. So yeah, like and subscribe, and hopefully I can get those two videos out for you guys in July. That's all. Geos Railfan out.